At the dog groomer, she finished brushing my golden retriever and asked, "Where did you really get this animal?" I laughed. "Bailey is the most perfect golden retriever you've ever seen. Shiny coat, happy face, tail always wagging. I got her from a breeder 3 years ago." "From a breeder in Vermont," I said. "Why?" The groomer's face was completely serious, staring at Bailey like she'd just seen a ghost. "Ma'am, I've been grooming dogs for 22 years. This isn't a golden retriever." I blinked. "Excuse me?" She pointed at Bailey's ears. "The ear placement is wrong. The coat texture is off. The bone structure in her face doesn't match the breed standard." I looked at Bailey, who was sitting there panting happily, completely oblivious to this insane conversation. "Are you saying someone sold me a fake dog?" "I'm saying this animal was bred to look like a golden retriever, but it's not purebred. Someone went through a lot of trouble to make her look convincing." My stomach dropped. "Why would anyone do that?" She hesitated. "I don't know, but I've seen this before. 3 years ago, a client brought in what they thought was a husky. Turned out it was part wolf. The dog attacked someone 6 months later." I stared at her. "You think Bailey is dangerous?" "I think you should get a DNA test, just to be safe." I left the groomer's office feeling like I was losing my mind. Bailey had never shown a single sign of aggression. She played with kids at the park. She slept in my bed every night. The idea that she was secretly some kind of dangerous hybrid was ridiculous. But I couldn't stop thinking about it. That night, I ordered a dog DNA kit online. While I waited, I started noticing things I'd never paid attention to before. The way Bailey's eyes looked almost too intelligent. The way she never barked at strangers. Just stared at them until they walked away. The DNA kit arrived on Thursday. I swabbed Bailey's cheek and mailed it off. The results came back a week later. I opened the email on my phone during my lunch break. Golden Retriever, 48%. German Shepherd, 31%. Wolf, 21%. My hands started shaking. 21% wolf. The groomer was right. I called the breeder immediately. The number I had saved in my phone went straight to a disconnected message. I googled the breeding business. Nothing. No website, no social media, no records. It was like they never existed. Then I remembered the paperwork. When I bought Bailey, the breeder gave me a folder with her pedigree, vet records, and registration papers. I ran home and tore through my filing cabinet until I found it. The pedigree looked official. Champion bloodlines on both sides. A KC registration number. Except when I called the AKC to verify, they told me the registration number didn't exist in their system. Everything was fake. I sat on my living room floor with Bailey's head in my lap, trying to figure out what to do. She licked my hand and looked up at me with those two smart eyes. "Who are you?" I whispered. That's when my phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello? You got the DNA test back." It wasn't a question. It was a statement. "Who is this?" "Someone who's been watching you. You need to return the dog." My blood went cold. "What are you talking about? That animal doesn't belong to you. It was stolen from a research facility 3 years ago. We've been looking for her ever since." I looked at Bailey. She was staring at the phone in my hand, ears perked up, completely still. "You're lying. Check her left hind leg. There's a microchip scar about 2 inches above her paw. We implanted it when she was 6 months old." I dropped to my knees and ran my hand down Bailey's leg. There it was. A small white scar I'd always assumed was from a puppy injury. What kind of research facility? "The kind you don't ask questions about. We'll pay you $50,000 for her return. Cash. No questions asked. And if I say no, then we'll come get her anyway. And you won't like how that goes." The line went dead. I stared at Bailey. She tilted her head at me, and for the first time since I'd brought her home, I felt genuinely scared of what I was looking at. Then she did something she'd never done before. She walked to the front door, sat down, and started scratching at it with her paw in a specific pattern. 3 long scratches, 2 short, 3 long. SOS in Morse code. My entire body went numb. I grabbed my car keys, scooped Bailey into my arms, and ran out the back door. I drove straight to the police station and told them everything. They found the research facility 2 days later. Illegal genetic experiments. They'd been creating designer dogs with enhanced intelligence for military contracts. Bailey was one of 12 that escaped when an employee sabotaged the operation. The other 11 were never found. Bailey's living with me under a new name now, in a new city. The courts ruled she's legally mine since the facility was operating illegally. But sometimes, late at night, I catch her staring out the window. And I wonder if she's waiting for the others to find her.